Hey everybody, Francis here from Lead Hero, and a lot of our clients and partners, they're asking us about Commusoft integrations, in particular with lead management and marketing. And so I thought I would just do this quick 5-minute training on how to integrate Commusoft with your CRM so you can build a seamless automated system that will free up your time, especially when it comes to lead management, lead generation, when you're doing marketing. And so how do you get those leads into and also out of Commusoft on autopilot? Now, the thing is that, when it comes to automation and getting multiple pieces of software to talk to each other, there are some challenges. And it's really, some of the challenges are about getting leads into Commusoft seamlessly so that you can avoid double entry. You don't have to do manual entry or duplicate effort, which can really be a time suck. So how do you get other software talking to each other? You might have your accountancy software, Xero, QuickBooks, for example. You'll have your CRM. And, what are the tools that you need to get these all working? Okay, so there are, like with everything, limitations, pros and cons with every software that you choose. So I'm going to be talking about Lead Hero, which is, our marketing automation CRM, but you might have another, or you might not actually have a marketing automation suite. But what's really important is to get your softwares and your platforms talking to each other seamlessly, because your job management platform does one thing, your accountancy software does another thing, but your marketing and sales platform really looks at the front end. So if you look at this chart and to see, you really should have 3 core platforms in your business. You want to have your marketing and sales system. That's the system that is basically the front door to your business and can handle leads from multiple sources. So these days in 2021, leads come in from you have emails, Boiler Guide, Paper Lead, Which, Check a Trade. Then you have PPC, social media, Messenger, web chat, organic, Google My Business, right? And so this is getting absolutely critical now to put in place a system to attract, convert, and nurture on autopilot those leads before they muddy up your job management platform. Because if you're only speaking to the 3% of people who are ready to buy from you now, without a system in place, you're actually missing on huge revenue opportunities by not talking to the 90% of the other market that will buy from you tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Okay, this is about building a sustainable business in the long term. And so then you have your Commusoft system and ultimately your financial software. So, the goal is to get all of these systems talking to each other, and there's a few ways to do that at the moment. So when we're talking about what happens at the front end, really, there's such a big job to be done at the front end before that job actually becomes a quote, becomes a customer. In terms of automation, follow-up, nurturing, information, education, all of that stuff. And so at the moment, there's a couple of ways to get Commusoft talking to your marketing CRM. And the first most simple one is actually Google Calendar integration. Everybody can do that right now because Commusoft can read your Google Calendar. So can most of your CRMs. Lead Hero, certainly, we have a bespoke integration with Google Calendar. But the goal is that you can start to use your Google Calendar as your central repository for data, and your different systems can talk to Google Calendar and sync on automatic. So, for example, when a lead comes into your CRM and then an appointment is booked, that would be booked into Google Calendar, but then that would update Commusoft, and vice versa. And albeit, Commusoft has more details, more complex entries and job information, but really what's important here is just at least we can get the data that you need, the contact information, anything in the notes, into Google Calendar, so that will update your Commusoft. The second part is actually using Zapier. Okay, so Zapier at the moment has a trigger, and you can actually trigger events so that when you create a new office task, when you create a new contact into Commusoft, or for example, when you create a new diary event, that can trigger a certain action. And so if you don't know about Zapier, Zapier is what we call the glue of the internet, and it's a third-party software. You pay for it. There's a free version, but you really need the paid-for version, and it will allow you to connect all of your different software together. So Xero, Commusoft, your lead management, your emails. You can do some pretty clever things. And when you start to sort of map it all out like this in terms of how you get that lead, nurture them, convert them, turn them into a quote, turn them into a job, you can map out that whole system and then put that in place using something like Zapier. So at the moment, Commusoft allows 3 trigger events: new office task, new contact, and new diary. But here's the news, coming soon, I hear on the grapevine, this is not set in stone, but coming soon, Commusoft is actually releasing a new Zapier for inbound, meaning that you can create new contacts in Commusoft from your other software. So for that's going to be a real game changer for those of you who have lead management or CRMs. You'll be able to send an email and create a new contact into Commusoft, or when a lead comes in and then you move them to a certain pipeline stage, then you can zap them into Commusoft. So there they are at the moment, a couple of the ways you can save some time for yourself and actually start to build this automated business that ultimately will help you run itself, increase your sales, maximize profit, but most importantly, help you get more hands off the business and get technology working for yourself so you can grow a business that runs itself. Anyway, hope that is of value to all of you. And if you have any questions, please do comment in the comment below. I'd be happy to engage in the conversation. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.